Hello in there. Is anybody home? I'm not. Hi Mia, hi Raccoon. Welcome in. Hi Scruffy. Okay, that number is correct. Just checking. Because I don't know if any of you noticed, last week when we ended stream, our total that we had raised was 2,800. And it's now 2,700. So the number is continuing to come down as these scam things, I guess, are getting removed. So I was just making sure that this math is still correct. Also, hello Allison, hello Scruffy. I forgot it was Monday. Yeah, it's a holiday. Hi Olives, welcome in. Oh, did you, Georgina? How does he know? Why is he doing the math? But why does he know what he got? It's not his birthday yet. Right? Was it his birthday? Was it last weekend or is it this coming weekend? I don't remember. Hi, Belzy. Doing a fake birthday. Oh, I didn't know that you were going somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it's a holiday here, but I don't know. This tends to be a day that people just get together and barbecue, if I'm being honest. Or go shopping for sales, which is a weird thing to do. Like, thank you to the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Let's go save $300 on a refrigerator. Okay. I don't get it. That's cool, Georgina. Oh my gosh, that's going to be fun. I hope you guys have a great time. Happy wedding anniversary. Crafting and cleaning and relaxing. That sounds nice. We haven't done a whole lot of anything here, which is also nice. So I lived with this all weekend. I showed it to James, and he was like, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. He's like, the difference is going to be so minuscule compared to how much work it's going to take to redo it all. And he's like, plus I think they might be a little bit taller anyway, like these creatures. So we're going to just make sure that we're using the right orange hook instead of the one I was going to use the other day, which would have made them even bigger. And we'll just live with it. I don't know. This is literally, if you've never seen this, I might have hidden it already so that I didn't accidentally pick up the wrong one. Anyway, this is a 3mm hook. I do think I hid it. Where did I hide it? The 3.25mm hook, which is the hook next up in size, is the exact same color. Exactly the same. So the hooks already look like they're the same. And then you go ahead and you have the actual colors be identical. It's pretty stupid. And I mean the colors are identical. Slow chat should not be on. If it is, try refreshing the stream, because I don't see slow chat here. Slow chat is typically put in when I'm offline and it refreshes. Hi, when I go live. So try giving it a little refresh and see if that fixes it. Hi. Oh, you're here to help. Turning it off and on, yep. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, I normally, slow mode is not something that I usually have on here. Unless, like, there was something, like a bot came in or something like that. Alright, well, we hang out with Artie for a few minutes. I had an idea. You're gonna try and bite my hands? That's fabulous. She keeps sitting on it. So, I just posted on Instagram. Oh, you're gonna lie down. I just posted on Instagram a cute picture of Maple lying on a hexagon blanket that I'm working on. Here, I can show you the blanket. So, or I'll show you another picture. So the blanket is made up of yarn from my Aunt Shirley. Uh-oh, my bot's not on. Hold on. So sorry. I failed. It's loading. Nope. Hang on, and we're good to go. Wait. Wait. You're good to go. Okay. So it is a hexagon blanket made up of little hexagons like this. that are made up entirely of yarn from my late Aunt Shirley's stash. I have a lot of different colors, and my kind of like how I have the rule with like when we do give back blanket. Why do you keep sitting on it? Kind of like the rule that I have with the give back blankets, where I just try not to have like the same colors in the same like area. That's kind of what I'm doing with this, is so the color combinations or whatever, and then I'll figure out like a placement for them on the blanket so that they don't end up like touching squares that have like an orange center, a green second, or like this cream kind of color. And it's a lot of fun. It's a decent size. It's not too big yet. But I thought one of the things that we could do to try and help raise some money for St. Jude is, what if we had a day where I worked on making the little hexagons and you all could donate, I don't know how much, but you would get to pick a color for the little hexagon out of the stash. Because, like I said in the Discord going live notification, I feel like not a lot of people are here to hear this, but you gotta get here when I start stream, you know? Anyway, there's still about $531, I think, that have to come out of that total. This is what we've actually raised as a community. Now, I know this and I am fine with it. You know, it's cool. It's fine. My issue is that Tiltify's a little dumb, in the sense that I got an email from them congratulating me on a lifetime total raised of over $10,000 for charity. And with that, I get like a special little thing that goes next to my name on Tiltify. I think I get a physical pin. I have a banner that I have a plan to like hang behind me next time we fundraise. Hold on, where's my thing? So like, I don't want to claim my 10K pin, my 10K thing, because if you look here, we're going to lose about $500 from this scammer. If we do that, we're going to drop below 10K again. So, I really don't want that to happen. And if we reach that goal, like if the actual amount raised actually becomes 2,500, I think we'll be okay then. If their money comes out. Yeah. Then it would actually be 10K total. So I really, really, really want to reach that 2.5K in this actual raised number instead of what that progress bar says. So I thought that maybe having something that like, I don't know, $10, $15, you get to pick a thing, we'll work on it on stream. I don't know. Thoughts? Hi, Sharon. Yeah, everyone seems to have forgotten that it's Monday. It's okay. It's a weird one. You think that's a great idea? Oh, is it a bank holiday in the UK? It's a holiday here in the US too. It's Memorial Day here. Which the current I'm not even gonna get into politics. Let's just say if you're wondering what Memorial Day is, don't look at what our president tweeted. Okay. Cool. Yikes. So yeah, I thought that would be like a fun little stream. And you guys could just be like, I picked dark blue. And that would be like the start. And then someone else could be like, I picked purple. And that would be like the next color. And yeah. See, like, part of me wants to make it 15 because that gets us, like, closer to our goal quicker. But I also am like, is that worth 15? Should I make it 10? I don't know. I also have to let you all know that unfortunately I've been having little vertigo here and there. Those of you who have been around will know and remember what that was like. I don't think that it's the same thing as last time. I think that part of it is just stress. There's been a lot of it lately. And I've also been doing a lot. I've been driving a lot. I've been carrying around a lot of heavy things. James and I went to Joanne's down by the base. We then walked around a farmer's market. We did a lot of stuff. I carried my heavy purse. Like, there's just... I'm sore in my shoulders and in my neck area. And I know that that can kind of play into it. But I'm scared out of my mind that it's going to get worse. So, yeah. I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure 100% like what we'll do with streams. Like, that's why there's not a schedule this week, because I don't really know what I'm going to feel up for or what I should try to do. That's why I thought that these were nice too, because it's a simple little thing that doesn't really require me looking at a pattern. Well, it doesn't require me looking at a pattern at all. Just getting colors. So she's a ham. And it's funny because, like, my mom will be like, oh, well, what about, like, putting a heating pad on your neck? Okay. I don't know if putting a heating pad on my neck is going to cause my hives to come up. It's such a mix now because I didn't have the hives last time. I don't freaking know. I really don't. I'm so lost at this point. So I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore. Yeah, I figured that's a simple thing for stream. It's a simple thing for charity too. Like, it's a good way to get people in to donate, like, small amounts. Do you know what I mean? Silly, you're out of balls. Sharn, you're out of balls. Everyone's out of balls. Get balls. She's perfect. In case you were wondering. Literally perfect. Stream does need balls. It's true. Hello. Oh, good. I'm glad you found them. Oh, I caught it. Heck yeah. I ditched work early. Nice. Yeah, looking at it again, right, this one needed one more row to be the same exact pattern. I don't think that it's worth it to redo them. James didn't think that it was worth it to redo them. He's like, I think that they might be a little bit bigger anyway, like the alien creatures versus like humanoids. So he's like, it should be fine. So I don't think, like, if anything, I'll probably just be a little bit more, I'll like have my tension be a little tighter maybe, if anything. So we're gonna keep going with these ones, but with the right freaking 3mm, not 3.25. I really don't know where I put that one. All right, so we're thinking 15 to add a color. Jeez, ma'am. Additionally, I'm not 100% sure about Minecraft. I have not played any games since the little Vertigo feelings have been kind of around. So we will play that by ear as well. It will happen. I will absolutely show off what I've done with Minecraft. I just don't want to push things too much. So we'll figure that out. It'll happen. I just don't know when. So like I also have chat up on my phone so that I don't have to necessarily look up and down as much. I will say, knock on wood, fingers crossed, everyone say a prayer to whoever you say a prayer to, even if it's just, you know, your cat. I don't care. Right now it seems to be let's see, relax your damn shoulders too. It seems to be when I lie down sometimes that it comes up. It has not been the same as last time, which is like moving causes it, like just looking. And I'm nervous about that happening, so I started, like last night I started doing some of my old PT exercises again in like a hope to keep it where it is / it to go away. So it doesn't feel the same as last time. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to stress about it. But yeah. Yeah, I just know I was and other people were looking forward to like seeing the Minecraft thing. So I just wanted to like let you all know it's not going to happen like probably this week, but it will happen. So don't fret. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing for these little Aunt Shirley hexagons, just so you all know, I need to get, what I started off doing was I basically grabbed any skein that was like this. Any skein that was small and not a full skein got thrown into a bag. And that's what I was using for the little scrap hexagon blanket. Because I'm like, well, it's not a full skein. And I didn't want to like use the other ones. But what I think I'm going to do is just get a little bit of like other colors as well. Because if I run out, say, of like these little skeins, I don't want all of like the hexagons to be like the same color in like one group and then different color. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I kind of want it to look similar. So what I'll probably do over like the next couple of days, because it, well, we'll see how it feels. Is just I have like a bin of her yarn, and I might just make like a couple of small little skeins to add to like the pile. Because I don't really want to bring up the... I don't want to have to ask James to bring up the big bin of Aunt Shirley yarn. The blanket right now is about this... Probably about that like wide. And it's long enough to like be... I think it's big enough for a twin size bed. I think that's what I decided to do. But yeah, it's fun. I'm attaching the squares as I go, and I'm weaving in the ends as I go. You love to see it. So maybe we'll do that on like Wednesday or something. Oh my gosh. So Pippin knows like the routine. You know, like our cats have a routine. When they get to come out, when they are in their rooms, the whole shebang, when they're fed. And I don't know why, but the last couple of nights, Pippin has been very anxious to come into the living room well before she's meant to. And has been like scratching at the door and meowing and all this other stuff. And it's while Maple's out. And I'm like, listen, you guys don't get along yet. Like, what are you doing? You know, like, what? It's not time. And so she was doing that last night. And so when she finally like stopped scratching at the door and meowing, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let her in. Let her see what's going on and why we were ignoring her. And so she comes running in and then sees Maple and is like, oh. Like the way that she was just like, ew. And I was like, well, yeah. Now you understand? Also, hi, Hammy. Like, I'm not doing it to be mean to you. Like, look, listen to this. Yeah, you're here. And of course... You're here. Oh. And of course it's freaking Maple out. He's like, what in the hell is this sound? Hold on. Pippin! I didn't realize I yelled. He's like, what? He's like trying to figure out where the heck it's coming from. It's just so much. Like, it's a metal door, so she's not doing any harm to it, but like, girlfriend. She's filing her nails. I should just put like a scratching board on the door. Let her actually do that. Like, okay. That's what you want to do? Ooh, diamond art. That's fun. My weekend was pretty good. Like I was saying, we went to the Joann Fabrics by the Air Force base that James is stationed out of. And it was wild because that Joann Fabrics was so tiny. Like, out of this world small compared to what I was used to. It was the baby one, and honestly, this was supposed to be the one that our Joann's was going to move any remaining stock to. This Joann's is also going to be closed. Look at it's so little. Look at how little this place is. It was so small. And then after that we went on base and we did like a little food shop at the commissary. And then James showed me his building that he works out of. And then we went to like a flea market to get pickles. We went to the Amish market / flea market to get pickles and just like to walk around a little bit. It's like I've been doing so much, and I think that might be part of it. It's just like my muscles are just more engaged, and that's causing a bit of like extra tension and tightness that I have to get used to. One of the fun things this Joann's was doing was they had $5 grab bags. And it was like they just threw a bunch of random stuff in there. And if you wanted it, you could get it. And so I got one, and inside I got some nice thread. I got a cute little snowman and a cute little penguin like planter, like 2 separate ones. So I put those in like my Christmas thing because my brother loves snowmen. So I'm like, perfect, I'll give that to Ryan for Christmas. And then I got 2 random cones for the overlock machine. Okay, that's fine. I can type. I got some stickers. I got a candle, one candle. I got wax melts that were pine cone, or I'm sorry, I saw your thing, pine cone, that were candy cane scented. Some stickers, some iron-on things. Like, it was just a bunch of random stuff, but like, there was also, again, you know, like the thread that was in there. It was the really nice thread. This one, I can't ever remember the name of the brand. Oh, it's right there on the thing. This brand. Look at how nice and stocked my threads are now. I got lots of nice colors. So yeah, I got that, and I got that jersey knit fabric that I liked. They had some there. I ended up spending like, I think 20 bucks. And that included, it was a bunch of just random craft stuff. That included like my little $5 buy. And I also got, is it, I think it's in here. Hold on. Donate to St. Jude while I'm gone. Yeah. So this was like the little surprise bag. And evidently this one had $170 worth of stuff in it. But one of the things that I also got, because I was curious, and I'll review it and post it online. This Twist and Lock Susan Bates kit. I've seen these. I've been interested in them because before I got my clover hooks, which are my favorite, the metal Susan Bates hooks were my go-to hook. They were my favorite. This was $2 and like 50 cents at mine, Allison. That's why I got it. This was like originally like a $25 thing. $2.50. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's interesting because they lock in. And then it's supposed to be like an ergonomic hook. I love inline hooks too. I do not like tapered hooks. Inline is my way to go. And I also, James was cute. He's like, keep it in the car. He goes, you know, after you review it, he's like, just keep this in your car. So that way if you ever end up, you know, he's like, leave this and like a thing of yarn in your car and you'll be able to just like craft if you get stuck somewhere. And I'm like, not a bad idea. So yeah, I like my hooks too. And I'll, you know, in a review video, I'll say that. I'll be like, these are my preferred hooks. But before I got those, and I think that this could be a really great starter set for someone who's new to crocheting if they work nicely, because it goes from F to K. So it gives you a lot of hooks. And even if you're paying full price, like, which was like 25 bucks, that's still not bad for all of that and the little carry case. So I figured, you know, I'll review it. Why not? Yeah, I got one random candle. I got some stickers. I got these garden markers. Hold on. There's another one. Sage and dill. Neither of which I have growing right now. I got some of these, which are my favorite fine liners. Of course, they picked two of the same color, which I thought was so funny. No worries. Welcome. Oh, here's that candy cane wax melts. I got ABC letters. I got more of that sticker. Silly and Allison, I know, will understand why I freak the hell out about this. I need to figure out a time to use it and send it. And the other card is shells. Yeah, curious. I got a little grab bag thing at the Joann's that was going out of business that we went to. The only thing that isn't in here is any of the threads that I got. The threads that I got are downstairs, and I also got like a 40-pound picture hanging hook thing. I got a cute little hello stamp. We love it. I think this is a highlighter. Yep. A cute little highlighter. No, because the whole thing was toxic. I got staples, light duty staples. I got sprinkles, which will never get used for, maybe in a Harry Potter potion, but will never be used on actual food because, yeah. I got a fabric marker. Where's the other one of these? There it is. I got 2 random sets of charms. This one's pretty. This one is unfortunate. These bits are fine. These little cardboard punch outs, they fell out, but it's like school related. This, which is just gonna go right in the trash. Because again, I'm not a cake maker. And I have no idea. This one I can see an expiration date on it, and those sprinkles are still good. This one I have no idea. Actually, we can leave this for doing another gingerbread house build. We'll save this for when we do gingerbread houses in the winter for St. Jude. That'll be good for that. Evidently a hydrating sheet mask. I didn't even know that they had that at Joann's. But I will not be using this just because it says hydrating and plumping, and I fear what that might do to my hives. I also got a little wind-up angry robot. Really? One thing of puffy paint. And then, like I said, I did get a bunch of thread. That's already downstairs with my sewing stuff. And then I found really big knitting needles in a size that I didn't have. And then, y'all, okay, I know I have some knitters here. So you all understand why. Wait! I take it back. I take it back. James. I take it back. Okay. Right, I was reading them as circular knitting needles, as in, like technically, if you have 4 straight needles, you can make like a circular. They're interchangeable. It didn't come with it. These are like, you could buy the things separately. These were like 40 cents. They didn't have any more of the rope. But honestly, I tend to use little guys like this when I'm making cables. So I got them in 2 sizes because that's what I was planning on using them for anyway. Because if I'm making cables, it's easy just to slide them onto like other knitting needles. I do have rope, the rope, but I don't know that they're all the same. I don't know that they will all interlock, they'll all work with each other. Still a great bargain, yeah. And they're really good for stitch holding for, like I said, when you're knitting cables, you just slide them on. It makes it so easy. So I got a US 5 and a US 8. And that was, oh wait, one of my other random things in the $5 bag. I got black curly doll hair. So now I need to make some kind of amigurumi that's gonna wear a curly black wig. Yeah, see, and I got a couple of these. I brought the other ones downstairs, just like the appliques. And I know how much y'all love seeing me get these. I didn't get any 22s last time. If you remember, I had 24s and 28s, so they had some 22s and I grabbed those. But yeah, evidently when they scanned the grab bag, all the items that were in the grab bag also, so I have a CVS length receipt, even though, yeah, those DMC needles, 5 cents. Dang. Yo, wait, this ended up being even less. $1.80 for the Susan Bates Twist and Lock with case. $1.80. Yeah, I spent $20 on a receipt this long. $23. And the original price, I know. I like that it was just one candle, though. Like, you couldn't even give me a pair for, like, candle holders? Just one. It doesn't have a scent either. It's unscented. Okay. Candles aren't ever bad to have. Especially when you live in an area where, like, you can have power. I mean, anywhere can have power outages, but still. Hi again. We're coming up on our first stretch break here in a minute, by the way. Do y'all think that we can get at least one donation into St. Jude before then? Even just $1? Start a dollar train? If you missed it at the beginning of stream, I got a notification from Tiltify that I reached a lifetime fundraising goal of over $10,000, and to claim my pin and my little thing for next to my name. The only problem is that if the other $500 that this scammer gave that is still in my total gets removed, which it should, because again, stolen credit cards. Unfortunately, oops. Hang on. Unfortunately, if $500 gets removed, I'll drop below 10 grand. So I really want to like stay, because you can see right here. And I won't click on it yet. Because I don't want to like get the thing and then have it taken away. So if we do reach that $2,500 goal that I have, we should remain above that 10K threshold. Yeah, I mean, some people might not dispute the charge. Some people might just be like, okay, get me a new credit card. But I doubt it, unfortunately. Hi, Tigress. So yeah, we're going to do like a fun little, I think on Wednesday, like how we did our Sims event, a $15 special that day, where you guys can donate $15 and pick a color to add to my scrap hexagon blanket that I'm making, because I think that that would be really fun. And we can make some really unique and interesting little hexagons for this Aunt Shirley blanket. So I think that we'll do that on Wednesday. Just as a way to try and fundraise. Kind of like when we did the crowd control Sims, which I would do again, but again, with the vertigo kind of creeping around the corner, I don't want to push too hard on things. So we're trying to find fun incentives, you know. And also, I've decided that if we reach that 2,500, I have a couple of ideas in mind on like what we could do, but I think one of the things that we should do involves whipped cream and a pie tin. And an unsuspecting husband. You know? What? Nothing. What? What? Yeah, I know. But don't worry about it, James. We're not even close to raising 2,500. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's stretch break time, which is a sin because look at this cutie pie. Look at her. She's saying, donate, chat. Donate, look at how cute I am. The little bunny Pete's. A cat Dollar Train? Yeah, let's see. Again, unfortunately, we've gone past the first hour. So we are going to have to take our stretch break. Let's see if we can't get any balls on stream while we're stretching, okay? I will be right back. We'll play some words. Get those donations in. Get those balls going. I don't even know. I'll be right back. Look at the dollars. Look at the balls. Jay, Goose, Allison. Thank you for the dollars. Look. They did it for you. Wow, you just... Look at all those balls. Here. You can smack them. I'll try and line them up with your foot. Ready? Now smack. She's like, Mother, what are you doing? Thank you so much for those dollars. I have to change how much we've actually raised. Right, because that was $3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just making sure. Hi. You're so beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Just the perfect little baby. Allison, thank you for the ball. Thank you for the $1 donation. Keep it coming. Balls for Artie. Are you reading chat? You see how excited they are? They're like little finger puppets right now. Wave if you want more donations, Artie. She did it! Can you believe it? Oh, that won't fit. Hi, Curious. Oh, that won't fit either. Hi. You're so sweet. Kit Kat. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. I don't know what that brings our total to. Because math. 2223. 2. Oh my god. Look, she's trying to do math. Did you see that? She was trying to add. She was trying to add more donations. I see you trying to add more. Look at you. How much more? Huh? You like it here better? Alright, I have a Wheel of Chaos spin now too. So let's spin the wheel. Chaos, 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 chaos. Hey, James. Hi, the Wheel of Chaos spin said it's time for a wiggle dance party. Because St. Jude just got a $50 donation. So it's time for us to wiggle dance. I shall join you.
Oh.
I would make her join in too, but... Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, everyone get your favorite wiggle emotes ready. And go!
30-second dance party.
This is how he danced at our wedding. Like this.
You knew I wasn't a good dancer. Especially not by a dancer's standards.
Second dance party.
With the pretzel in his mouth.
This is how we party.
Woo!
Don't judge me.
She's like, what did she eat, and Dad? It smelled good. Hang on, hang on. Look at her. Let her sniff the pretzel.
Yeah.
The little, she goes, oh, this is salty.
Yeah.
I like the salty. Thank you for the wiggle dance party. Thank you for helping, James. Oh, those emotes are great. You're leaving me again? Sorry, I put yarn there. Do you want to be there? You can come back here. Nope, window. Everyone hydrate. Thank you all for the donations to St. Jude. We love to see it. Ooh, I'm all out of that. Enjoy some for me. Hi. Come here. Can I clean your little gunk? Thanks. That's gross. You want to tell everyone that you haven't eaten any of your very expensive wet food the last 2 days? She's eating her dry food just fine, but it's like all of a sudden she's like, no. All of a sudden, you just are like, no, I'm not about that. Which one? I think it was the little piggy. But no, I haven't seen all of them if there's multiple. There's 4. Ooh, I'll have to go take a look. Yeah, I just saw the little piggy one. The yarn I'm interested in, because it has some nice colors. Look at the yarn wrapped around her little feet. Oops, where did my row counter go? I don't want to forget what row I'm on. Got it. Okay, bye again. Weirdo. Cats. Although Cats got that dollar train started, so, you know, they can also be very good chaos creatures. Already did her work. Yeah. She's like, I raised $54 for St. Jude while I was here. I'm done. Thank you very much. I will take my payment in treats. Wish I could raise $50 for charity by waving. I mean, have you ever tried lying on your back somewhere, waving for charity? Like, just looking real cute. Going, you know? I mean, I never have. Does it work, chat? Oh, I'm sorry your migraine's bothering you. Sounds like something that doesn't belong on Twitch. We're $46 away from the funny number again. FYI. So we could have a squirrel time and a raffle. Or 4 people entering the raffle. And a gem. Just in case anyone wanted to make the number nice again. Can I just tell you all how, like, grateful I am for just such a wonderful community who has rallied after... I mean, I know that it's, like, my campaign or whatever, but, like, we're fundraising as a community, and just the way that everyone has, like, rallied after this one person did something so icky is just so heartwarming, you know? Like, it went from, like, feels real bad to, wow, feels pretty good. Like, I'm just grateful for all of you. And for sticking by me. Yeah. Is this what you're here for, by the way, chat? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, the captions do a really good job with the do-to-dos. Look at this Pokemon hanging out with all the balls. This community is great. Small but mighty. What, where I just have to crochet with them on my fingers? Is that what you want? Sure. I'll leave it up to the person who donates. They can either, for $30, we can do Squirrel Time or the band. Yeah, why not? Pine cones. The gang's all here. Yes. I also just noticed that Goose said Cat Dollar Train started. Jay said Cats for Kids. Allison said Cat Dollar Train. And then Bounce Bounce for the second ball. And Kit Kat just said more chaos, which, yes. Mm-hmm. Do you all want to see the cutest picture of Patch? Ugh, laundry's the worst. I agree. You do. So we haven't really been WALKing him a whole lot just because he's had such an upset tummy still with everything going on. But it was really nice out yesterday, and James was cute. He's like, he'll love it. Like, we'll just take him on, like, a short little walk. And I don't know, y'all, what do you think? I'm not really sure. Do you think that he loved it? Just the tongue. Oh. And this is the other thing. So we've been, obviously, he's now taking the Prozac for his anxiety. And James and I both have been like, the difference has been so noticeable for like how much it's helping him. Like, look at how nice he was walking yesterday. Normally he's pulling and he pulled a little bit later on. But like, he's just, heck yeah, it's good. It helps. He was on it years ago. And when we moved, he didn't really seem to need it anymore. And honestly, after Coco passed away, we should have thought about putting him back on it. Because I think that after he lost her, it kind of, some of his confidence and like his security went away too, if that makes sense. So we should have thought about it earlier. But he's got it now. So that's good. As someone with anxiety, I get it. Having a medicine that works really helps. Yep. Absolutely. It's one of those things that's hard. You know, you wish that they could talk at times and like tell you, like, hey, you remember I used to take this one thing, or like back in the day I had this, I felt better when I was doing this, you know, because you can't tell, and there's always, it's so hard. There's so many different, like, I guess, how do I want to put this? Signals, I guess, that they're giving. And so it's hard to tell sometimes what the signals mean, because dog and cat body language, like you see Artie lying on my desk, obviously happy as a clam, little bunny feet, tummy showing, tail is thumping. Typically when a cat is thumping their tail, they're unhappy. She just does it. You know, like she's just lying on the desk, happy as a clam doing that. And so if you went on body language, you'd think like, oh no, something's wrong. But in reality, she's just vibing. So yeah, it'd be real cool if they could just let us know what's going on. Or if they're feeling bad. But we just do the best we can. And that's all we can do. Oh, poor Puppo. Sometimes I swear they're just like, I know if I get sick, I get rice and chicken. Mmm. What can I eat so that I get rice and chicken? They're such stinkers like that. You too, yeah. See, you know, the one bad thing is I think that these characters are already made a little taller. I mean, I'm not changing it now. But it is what it is. One more body and then all their legs have to get made. But that's all right. We're making good progress. So what's everybody else up to today? I know it's a holiday for a lot of us. Anyone crafting, gaming? What you got going on? Ooh, a blanket. Very nice. Is it for anyone in particular or just working on it to work on? Gaming? What you gaming? On the spines of a dinosaur. Ooh. From Mushroom Guy making a deck. Crocheting a little clown guy. Oh, for your mother-in-law. That's nice. Sims 4. Very fun. Winding my DMC thread up to be put away. That was a nice little haul that you got there. I was really surprised by just like when my Joanne Fabric said that they were going to be moving all the stuff to the other Joanne Fabrics, I thought for sure that that one was still going to have like stock. And there was nothing. I had to stop sitting like a craft goblin. Isn't that the worst? James won't take me to other Joannes in other states. What? First of all, what, James? You want to go, bro? Okay, but do you see this list? All the stuff that's not highlighted, I do need. So what now, James? You're threatening me? Do you see that? DMC threats. Wow. Yeah, but not for 3 cents. They're 66 cents each. On your date night meal? Aw, thank you. It's hard. The restaurant that we went to is really small. You can see in the photo of me that James took, which I had to tell him to take. Men. That's like the whole size of the restaurant. And y'all, I didn't mention this in Discord. But we haven't been to this place since, again, COVID. And since then, we found another ramen place that's a little bit closer. And I like that ramen better. We went to this one, and I felt so bad because I looked at James and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "It smells like wet dog." There you go. That's like the whole size of the restaurant. Like, it goes back that far, and then there's a couple of other tables over here. The place is so nice. The staff, incredible. The food, hello, did you see it? Amazing. My issue, and I didn't realize this when I ordered it, because again, the other place that we get, it's just blah, blah, blah. It's the same ramen that I get everywhere. I didn't realize that this one had ginger. And it had a lot of ginger. And I do not like ginger. I don't. All this red, that's all ginger. And I didn't know. And I just mixed it all up together. Our other place doesn't do bamboo shoots either. And I think these were mushrooms. I am not a mushroom person. Can't do the texture. And so I had to just be super... I really don't like ginger. Like, I know so many people swear by it. And, oh, it's great for, like, if you have an upset tummy. I'm like, it just makes me feel gross. I do not like mushrooms. It is a texture thing for me. And so it's... Yeah. Oh, you're allergic to ginger. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. But I'm proud because I, like, now not only am I out eating in a public restaurant, which is anxiety-inducing enough, but now I have food that isn't exactly what I wanted. And so, like, you know, I'm trying to be polite and still eat stuff. And, like, eat around the ginger. And we basically ended up taking a lot home. And what we ended up doing to make it look like, oh yeah, James, like, poured what was left in his bowl, which was mostly just, like, broth and a little bit of noodles, into mine. So his bowl was empty. And we were like, he asked for a bowl to take everything home. And I, you know, because he looked at the thing, and I was like, oh, we combined our bowls so that we could just put it in one to-go container. And he was like, oh, okay, I thought, and I was like, I just thought you didn't eat yours, kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, no, it was just, we both, because we had gotten an appetizer too, and we were like, oh, no, we just both, yeah. Eating out is a lot when you have food, yeah. I thought that I was good at this place because I had been there before. Again, I haven't been there in like 6 years. Either recipes changed, or again, we've gotten other ramen that I'm more used to. So, yeah. It's good. It's very good. Thanks, Hammy. It's taken a lot of work. It has taken a lot of work to get to this point. Taste buds could have also changed, yeah. Again, like, their recipe could have changed, too. They might not have had ginger in it last time, and they could have added it. Who knows? I get it, it's not the same, you misremember, yeah. So many have mushrooms, I just don't, yeah. Sushi and burger. A couple of Thai, but no ramen that you know of. Yeah, we have 2 ramen places that are, like, near us. Always been scared to branch out because you're picky. I get that. I was not a very adventurous eater growing up. didn't like it very much. Uh-oh. I'm getting better. Maybe you'll try it one day. Yeah. And a lot of places you can always ask. So, like, say that you don't like mushrooms. You can always just ask, like, you know, can you please make mine without adding mushrooms to it? Or, like, if you have preferences and things like that, you can ask. Last time that we went, we didn't ask for anything special, so I didn't think to ask for anything special. I was like, whoops. There was this really cute little girl sitting next to us, too. And, like, we kept trying to, like, because she would look over at us every now and again, and we'd be like, and then she'd be like, it was really cute. And you know they've changed something, and everyone else is like, no, it's the same. Yeah. You ask them what changed, and something did change, and you're like, I told you. Now I'm curious, because I know that we took a picture when we went on our date in 2019. I wonder if I have a picture. I wonder if you can see if it changed. Now I'm going off on a picture hunt. Oh, this is fun. Not what I was looking for. But here we go. How about a baby-faced James trying curling for the first time? Look at that smile. Those are like stills because they were videos. Yeah, look at him. Look at how happy. Biggest smile I've ever seen in a James picture. Where's the lie? Wedding pictures? No. Curling pictures? Yes. Owners from your home city and would import. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Allison. Yeah. Not like that, you didn't. And when I busted you about it, it was because you were like, yeah, well, that's because I was in uniform. I was still being serious. Look at that form. That's atrocious. Oh no, you're much better now. That's just hilarious to see. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. Especially now if this vertigo is kind of messing or doing whatever, I really want to be careful. I'm not playing that game again. So we could have gone to a double header that was like the next couple of days. It was like 2 days later, but I would have had to cancel stream, and I didn't want to cancel stream on St. Jude stuff. So we could also go to like any other one. So we picked a one that's coming up in June. So it's also a bark in the park. So there'll be puppies there. People are allowed to enjoy things without participating in them. That's true. Yeah, so basically they said if there was a date where our seats weren't taken, we could have it. Like, we could get those seats, or we could exchange the seats for different ones if there was, like, a day that we wanted to go, but, like, the seats were taken. So, yeah, they had a lot of nice options. I can't find this picture. It's not that important. Oh my gosh, but hold up. March of 2020. The diamond dot that we're working on got started. March 6th, 2020. Oh! James, I must have gotten... Look it. This is so different. Yours had it. Mine didn't. What did I get? Yeah, this was our last date before COVID. You can March. And we sat in like the seat that was like right next to where we were sitting before, like where we sat this last time. I wonder what I got. Because look, mine had the fish paste and the whole... It's so different. That's a completely different bowl. Wild. Completely different. That might be why I didn't like this one this time. Well, that makes a whole lot more sense now, doesn't it? It was nice. I didn't like my food. So that was awkward. But the date itself was nice. And that's why we were just looking back at the last time that we went there, which was 5 years ago. I bet if I showed them that picture, they could tell me what it was. I bet you. Wait, how do you know? Are you looking at like the menu? Send me a picture. I'm curious. I believe you. I just want to see what the different, like what is in each bowl. So mine was chicken broth with light soy sauce, wavy egg noodle, char siu or chicken, bean sprout scallion, Naruto seasoned egg. Tonkatsu is Berkshire pork, bone broth, thin straight noodles, red ginger, kikorage, I don't know how to say that, bean sprout scallion seasoned egg. So yeah, different protein. Although I do get tonkatsu from the other place we get ramen. So it's just that they do different kinds. You know? Interesting. Who'd have known? I guess I should have looked at these pictures before we went. Different, yeah. The broth is different, the meat is different, and there's no ginger. That'll do it. Alright, it's ad time again, somehow. So let's take a quick stretch, get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Oh, Lord, I'm gonna go do some of my vertigo stretches. I don't know how already. And then we'll be right back and we will keep working on this. We've almost finished up our fourth little guy. It's also the perfect opportunity to add some more balls to our screen for St. Jude. So, yeah, you guys should get on that. Okay? Okay, cool. I'll be right back. Nicely done, chat. Oh. Math. Typing a bunch of letters and hoping it's a word. Yep. That's what I do all the time. No maths, it's only Monday. Okay. Evidently, I missed a strand of hair when I pulled up. I redid my bun. That's fine. It's our last hour of fundraising for the day. Do you all suppose we can get back to the funny number again? Raise $100 today? I think it's possible. Yeah, I don't know how. Time flies when you're making an army of band members. I mean, I'm on meds for mine too, which is why it's extra scary that it's kind of coming back. It depends also, I guess, on why you have vertigo. Because for me, mine is related to vestibular migraines, and I get a lot of headaches because I have, especially when I have like tension in my neck. So a lot of the exercises I have are to work on strengthening and relaxing my neck muscles and like my back. But again, depending on why you get vertigo, it's... Hello? Hi, Gris. Thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Oops, Where? Here right now? not too stormy. Or do you just mean lately? If you mean lately, yes. The weather has been kind of a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I do, and you can do this without even like using a resistance band, right? Like I have a resistance band to do it. But it's just like I do it with the band, but just going like this. Like pretend that I'm holding a resistance band though in my hands, and you can see how it opens up, like it pushes your shoulders back. It opens up your chest and it kind of helps with your, like that's one of the ones that I do. I stretch in doorways to try and stretch again like the muscles in here. Stuff like that. But you could probably talk to someone. Let me add Tigress to the raffle entry. You are number 30 as well. That's amazing that we've had 30 people enter this raffle. That's fabulous. Yeah, like not even just like doing it without bands. Like a lot of different things. Like the exercise bands obviously just add resistance, but aren't necessary. Well, I know that it's been like an emotional couple of weeks or days. It's weeks, honestly. There's just been a lot of stuff going on. We also think that Patch, and this kind of stinks with like how good he's doing, and I'll talk with the vet and see if they want to do like a biopsy, but remember how we were talking about getting imaging done on his chest and everything like that? Well, okay, just making sure I have the right number. James and I both noticed the other day, and neither one of us had said anything to the other. In typical, we worry, but we don't want to worry the other person. Patch has a lot, all of a sudden, of little bumps along his ribs. Like growths, if you will. And they're hard. And looking at, Google, it doesn't seem great. So, obviously, we haven't called the vet yet because he's been fine. Even if it is some kind, like, there's a specific kind of cancer that grows in that area. Yeah, it's just the speed at which multiple small bumps are appearing. Like, he has one that's a lipoma. It's a big, fatty, nothing wrong with it lump. We've had a couple of those checked, and they've all been that. But these are, like, a lot of small ones, all kind of appearing in, like, the same area. And it's just the speed at which they're appearing, which is kind of what the concern is. So we might bring him and have them, like, check one. But the bottom line is, even if it is something, like, if it is this cancerous thing, we're not going to do anything. Because with treatment, there's one kind, like, you might get 6 months to 2 years, depending on, doing chemo and removal and surgery, and that's not, we would do it if it wasn't like, that's a crappy way to live, you know, like for any animal. That I wouldn't, you can't explain to them why all of a sudden they feel so bad. And it's just one of those, like, if it was something that was like, oh yeah, they just need to have this surgically removed, or like, you know, I've seen dogs that have had like an issue in like one leg and the leg has to be amputated, but then they're cancer free for the rest of forever because that was absolutely, yeah, we would do that in a heartbeat. Of course we would. But like, if I'm looking at like a couple of months by doing really intense like radiation or chemotherapy, like, no. It's cruel to them. Exactly. Like, again, if it was a surgery that you could remove like the majority of the problem and they could go on to live normally, absolutely 1000% I'm doing that. No doubt in my mind, I will use every credit card I have in order to do that. But if it's like, yeah, your choices are chemo, radiate, like, no. That's not fair. I would rather that he have that happy, silly little, you know, WALK face go on, like, you know, whatever, and just to know. So we might be doing that at some point, not right now. Because there's a lot happening right now. And again, it's not bothering him. He's not like scratching at them. He's not uncomfortable. But it's just not a bad thing to know. So we might be something in the future that we're looking at. But yeah, there's just been a lot of like stress happening lately. Just to say the least. Oh, this is a dark gray pants. And then I'm doing black shoes again. Boy. Absolutely, yeah. Again, that we've already, like, we keep such a close eye on his lumpy bumpies. And that's why, like, some of the ones he has have grown. They've changed. Other ones stay the same. And then, like I said, it was more just like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of these little guys all of a sudden. He has lipomas, and these don't feel the same. But I'm hopeful that that's all that it is. I just... yeah. He's older, too. He'll be 11. He's gonna be 11 this year. In like a couple of weeks. We're also going to be getting Artie's thyroid. Well, she has to have blood work done next time she goes to the vet just to check on all of her levels because she's had some elevated in the past. But I think she's hyperthyroid. She drinks so much. She eats the same as everyone else and she's not the same weight. I know. He's going to be 11 in like a month and a half. He doesn't look it because of his coloring. Like, he doesn't show gray the same way that other dogs do because he's black and white. So a lot of times it's hard to, you know, people are like, wow, he's old, and I'm like, yeah. Yup. Shocker, I know. He's old man. Mm-hmm. But I also was saying that getting, having like one of those little bumps like tested will be a lot less than having him go under for imaging. Because he doesn't need to go under to have like the sample taken. And then that would get tested. So we wouldn't have to pay for like the anesthesia and all those other things. So, yeah. It would give us more answers too than the imaging. Yeah, it won't be as stressful. You're good? All this to say, I've been holding a lot of stress and tension in my neck, so that could also be part of the vertigo. Plus weather. Plus general waves hands at everything. Plus all everything. But we're not worrying about that right now. We're fundraising for St. Jude. So let's get those dollars and cents going for the kids. I would like to order some precedented times now. Yeah. Please and thank you. For the kids. Found a difference in this pattern that definitely doesn't match the picture. Whoops. Oh, you're right. I didn't update it after the $10. You're so right. Thank you for that reminder. I keep forgetting that, like, I have to do that. Thank you, thank you. So that means that we are... Wait, hold on. Math. $36 away from the funny number, right? Right? Yeah. I did do my Poke Daily. Thank you. I did that on my last stretch break. I appreciate the reminder. But anyone else who hasn't done it, go do your dailies. I got like 67 Poke Dollars. Woo! Oh my gosh, speaking of cute dogs and like cute pictures, I have to show you this dog that was posted on one of our rescue pages that I follow. I don't even remember if it's a local one or if it's like... I follow a couple of different rescues because they post like really great like resources and tools and things like that, which I think are really important. But you all need to see this dog. All right, are you ready? Prepare yourself for the cuteness. This dog's name is Chicken Tortilla. Okay, I need to start off by saying that. Allison, thank you for the $15 donation. Oh my god, the teeth! The teeth and the big feet. They're 2 years old and his name is Chicken Tortilla. He says cheese. He would go so good with Artie. They would take the best pictures together. To 48 is the total now. Hi.
Hey.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
All right. What color bead would you like, Allison? Here is our fidget dino so far. What color would you like next? So we have clear orange, we have glow yellow, sparkle blue, glow pink, metallic blue, pearl purple, and pearl yellow. Red sparkly. Ooh, okay. Let me add... And... red sparkle. We will add that as soon as I finish the gray on this guy. Just because I don't want to stop midway. And then we'll do that. But now we're $11 away. Right? No. $21 away. I can do math. Listen. Math is hard when you're live, okay? Math is hard when you have ADHD. Math is always hard, true. We're so close to another $100 raised for St. Jude total today. Which is amazing. Cats, if you're listening, donate to St. Jude. Even $1 will put you put a ball on stream that you can play with. It's true. Or dogs. Ball-loving creatures. Birds. I've seen birds who love, like, ping pong balls. Or golf balls. Yep, 4 days. 4 days to raise another $250. Pet, steal your humans cards and donate, yeah. But, like, only if they'd be okay with it. Don't steal people's credit cards, okay? Tigress, thank you for the $1 donation. That's $1 closer. Heck yes. Dollar Train. Oh, let me pull up my... Now we just need $20 to make it nice again. Yeah. Allison said, too tired to be clever, but for the kids. And Tigress said, now it's an even 20 away to the fun number. Ah, no worries. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, keep up the donations, chat. I believe. I believe in us. Let's do our little dino. Let me get a red sparkle bead. Ugh. Old lady sounds. Oh! Wait, what just happened? Lucian, thank you for the $2.31 donation. Okay, hold on. Wait, I gotta do math. You're at 2248.69 plus 2.31. Woot woot. Thank you, thank you. Plus the $1. Oh, did I not add the $1 to that one? I think you're right. Yes, you are right. Ugh, it's so much to keep track of because of this stupid scammer. So annoying. I shouldn't have to keep track, sir or ma'am. You duty head. I know. I'm very grateful for you all, honestly. If it wasn't for this amazing community, I probably would have just like given up on that fundraiser. I just would have been like, well, I guess that's that. Probably gonna stay until you use it. Yeah. That's fair. By the way, if you donate $15, you get to pick a color bead to add to our fidget dino, and you get entered into a giveaway to win an amigurumi. So for 15 bucks, you get 2 things, which is pretty great. Ooh, which characters are you doing next in your Disney Stitch? The long thingy. Ooh, yeah, you could totally do that. That would be fun. Ooh, I'll go take a look in a second. All right, now we're ready for the next bead. Whenever anyone donates, we are ready. Next bead location. Here we go. It's so colorful. And it's so sparkly. We love to see it. Love to see it. Oops. Let me put a check mark here. That way I know I did Allison's. And let me go take a look at what Petrichor posted. pattern is written to make the feet from back to front. I'm working backwards. Oi, that's annoying. It's two from the same movie / universe. Note that the blue is for the border and the black and white are minimal for eyes. Is it Pooh and Piglet? Yes. I win. All right, back to black yarn. I'm going to just finish this guy because he's almost done. Right? Should I finish them? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds left in the body. Or should I... Maybe I should... No, I'll do all the gray. It's fine. You had a lot of color changes. At least compared to Pooh and Piglet, yeah. Don't forget to hydrate. Good call. Everyone hydrate. Guess who forgot? Hey, James, what's the first thing you think of when you hear Winnie the Pooh? Okay. I just needed to know if it was just... Up, down, touch the ground. I am short, fat, proud of that. Ooh, fancy. You could message them. I know people have reached out to me before with, like, if they found an error. Normally me just forgetting to, like, change a word or something in the introduction. also short, fat, and proud of that. If you've never seen that Winnie the Pooh, it's so cute. It's a little song he sings. Yeah, it's his morning stretches song. We love body positivity, Pooh Bear. Your childhood exercises. How far away are we now to the funny number? $17.69. Disney Plus was down. Oh no. Isn't that always how it goes? You're like, I'm gonna watch this thing, or I'm gonna do fill in the blank, and next thing you know, it's just like, nope. Actually. But you did remember, yep. We've made good progress on these guys today, considering that they were just a bunch of little heads floating around on my desk before. Now 2 of them have full bodies and are just missing feet. And the other 2 have torsos. Heck yeah. Look at all of our balls today, too. Do you think we can add any more? I bet we could add at least like 1 or 2 more to our ball pit. So you know what was interesting about that petrichor? The other day it was on TV. It was on Disney, like the Disney Channel, like television station, and it wasn't changed there. Oh, good. Good job, puppy. Sometimes they just like us, they just get a sour stomach. Just need like a puppy Tums. So, in the original Lilo and Stitch, there's a moment where there's a moment where Lilo climbs into the dryer and hides from Nani. And Nani goes in and like pretends to leave. Like she opens the back door and slams the door, but she's hiding on top of the dryer, waiting for Lilo to open it to grab her in like the blanket. Yeah, well, they changed it because it's dangerous for children to play in dryers because they could get stuck. So in the Disney Plus version, it's a cardboard box that Lilo climbs into that has a pizza on it. But on Disney Channel the other day when they played the movie... No! I wonder if I could find it. It's so stupid. By the way, I don't know. I think I told you all, but I'm not going to be going. We're not going to go watch this movie in theaters. Oops. I'm really upset by a change that was made. Here we go. They could have fixed so many more things that would have made sense. Plus, I feel like a lot of dryers now have like a thing so that if you were to get into the dryer, you could get out. Unlike back in the day. So yeah, the original is over here. Nani's face. Freaking priceless. Right? They're backwards, but that's fine. So now this is the change. Yeah, so it's like a cupboard. It's like a cupboard with a pizza. It's a weird... The shape of it is weird. It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Like, what is the shape of this cabinet? Why is it not... That's why I thought it was a cardboard box at first, because it's, like, crushed, almost. Like, it doesn't... What? Those shapes don't... Yeah. So silly. So, this to me isn't a spoiler, but evidently Jumba doesn't have a redemption arc. So, Jumba is still bad in the live action. Who has cupboards with pizza boxes attached to them? And I do not want to give away spoilers. The ending is why I will not see this movie. The whole Ohana means family. And you all know I was excited to go see this. Like, this was about to be my first movie in theaters in like 6 years. And I told James, I'm like, I don't think I want to go see it anymore. And he's like, wait, why? No, like, come on, you were doing so good with being brave. And then I told him about that chain, and he's like, if you're curious, you can look it up on the wiki. And what boggles my brain is that some people are like, no, it's fine. Like, everything, like, people are like, no, it's great. I think that it's more realistic and it lets... I'm like... Especially if you watched any of the other movies, any of the other cartoons, any of the other animations besides original Lilo and Stitch, Nani is able to still do all of the things she dreams of. So it just feels... feels bad. If people want to talk about it more, come talk in like the fandom section of the Discord with spoilers. That way, because again, I don't want to spoil anything for people who are still going to see it. I don't want to see it. I'll see it when it comes on Disney Plus. Without spoiling anything, there is a big difference in how Lilo and Stitch live action ends. You just Googled it? Oh, I was super annoyed that Pleakley didn't get his drag moments too. Oh, did you look it up too, Curious? Like, and there are some people who think that this ending is great, and I'm like, to me, you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point of what this movie is about if you think the ending is great. I don't know. And here's the thing, people who are like, oh, it's more realistic. This is a movie about aliens. About aliens and a little girl adopting one from a local pet shelter. If you're looking for realism, I don't think this is the movie that you're gonna be, like, you're not getting it in this movie. Like, these seem like major issues to the main... literally, the thing that made me sob like an ugly baby the first time I watched Lilo and Stitch is how Lilo is like, she gets all upset with Nani, and she's like, but, you know, what about Ohana? Like, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. Or, and then Nani's like, or forgotten. And, like, that whole premise. But then in the live But I think the thing that bothers me even more is the fact that so many of the same people were on this movie that did the animated. So how can you be from the animated movie making the live action and think that that ending is okay? Like, it would be one thing if it was like completely different people. But like Chris Sanders, the voice of Stitch, was the like creator of the original, and he's still involved in this one. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. He was an orphan and we adopted him. He hasn't been here that long. Well, neither have I. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. We should wrap up because I have dinner to cook and I don't want to push it. Even though I want to, like, we got a lot done. These were just little heads at the beginning of stream, and now they have torsos and 2 have legs, and yeah, we're making good progress. The band's coming together. Family means different to me. Yeah. No, I guess. I just don't. I don't know. And that's fine. Everybody's allowed a different opinion. Just like all the live action movies? No, that's valid too, honestly. Alright, well. That's gonna do it for us today. I'll be back tomorrow, doing something. Wednesday, we're going to do our fun little... You're not seeing it now? Yeah, we can talk more about it in Discord with, like, spoiler tags and stuff, because I feel like a lot of us kind of want to scream right now. Wednesday, we'll do the fun little hexagon donation thing for St. Jude. Thank you all for being here and for watching. We're not going to raid today because I can see things and it's stressing me out. So we're just going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Remember, you are loved. Come talk in Discord with me more about Lilo and Stitch, because I'd love to talk about it a little more with y'all. So come join us. All right? I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.